What is up, guys? Wraith here, Gray Bearded Gaming. We are on our little challenge paladin Trafton here. We have just secured ourselves safe passage to North Karana and the Spirit of the Wolf, and we are busy boogieing across the zone and heading towards West Karana. Now, our end game here, at least for the night, we're hoping, is that we're, one, going in the right direction, which may be a little bit off. But also, what we're hoping for is to make our way all the way over that-ish way. We're hoping to make our way all the way over to Kanyos. And what we're trying to do this evening to see if it will work out for us is we've discovered a small quest for, oh, that's just awful. Just griffins and griffines. That's just... I'm glad we got the Spirit of the Wolf, and we might not have made this part of the ride. And granted, we probably should have been following the road, but hopefully the soul will keep us alive. Anyhoozle, we had looked up a quest and found a little quest for a magic hammer that I'm hoping is something we can accomplish. It's called a Shining Star of Light, and it's a little magic, I believe it's like 6 damage, 28 delay. So, I mean, nothing, really, there's a giant too. Really? Just, really? This is proving to be a very dangerous trip, and we just got started. Anyway, we are hoping that we have the faction as a paladin to be able to run into Kanyos and have these people actually kind of like us a little bit. So we're going to truck our way across North Karana. We're going to make our way into West Karana, jump across West Karana, and then into Kanyos Hills if everything goes like we're hoping so. Of course, we might follow the road a little bit. I mean, mostly West Karana should be pretty much a straight dive, but like I said, we're going to jump our way across, hoping that it works out like we want it to. Mostly what we have to check first, like I said, it should be a fun little quest because it's mostly just running around if we have the faction. So we're going to run over here and check the faction first and see if this is something that we can actually get done, because it should be just a fun kind of different adventure than what we've done in a while. That should also, like I said, give us a magic weapon to play with. So I'm going to keep boogieing this way, and we will check back in here in a bit so everybody doesn't just watch me run around, and we will be back here in just a few minutes, guys. Okay, so we have finally arrived actually in Kanyos. And now I remember why it's rare that I make this run, because, man, that took forever, even with Spirit of the Wolf. Now, I mean, it's just one of those things where I know the Karanas are great for certain classes, especially classes who can travel easily and constantly have Spirit of the Wolf and things like that. And I absolutely remember why I rarely, if ever, do it on other characters, because that was kind of brutal. I was terrified what was going to happen if my Spirit of the Wolf ran out. Now, actually, I say that. One thing I will point out, I mean, I might have seen earlier when I jumped up my inventory, is somebody gave me a Blood of the Wolf potion. When I was looking for my port, I was specifically looking for a druid, and one of the quick comments that I made was, you know, looking for a druid port to North Karana, etc., etc., etc. And somebody's like, oh, what, a wizard port isn't good enough for you? And I'm like, dude, little stubby legs, and I need a Spirit of the Wolf. He's like, oh, well, you could just buy these potions, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, I'm level 10. Not exactly rolling in dough here to be buying potions already. Now, you got to bear with me a little bit, and we'll see if I don't jump back out of this just to spare everybody. I have not been in this city in a very, very long time. I don't think that's right. So I believe that the Cleric Paladin Guild, yeah, all right, honoring the Prime Healer. So what we need is, I'm hoping that we're going to be agreeable to the guy that we need to talk to. Now he is, yep, somebody's been trying to kill the fish apparently, because I remember thinking about the fish for the cup. Oh, and we are in trouble. We might have come all this way for nothing, because that is the guy that we were supposed to talk to right here to get this thing started. But it pretty much specifically says that he will, yeah. Yeah, he'll give you the first part of the quest and all that kind of stuff, but from everything that I have read, if you do not have the faction, he will just take your goodies away from you, and he will not do the quest. So we may have done all of this running for nothing. I was hoping, honestly, that me being the paladin and these guys being paladins and clerics, that we would at least have enough faction to do the quest. But in looking at the quest write up, looks like I ran over here for nothing, gang. Like I said, I was kind of hoping that we would have just a nice, easy kind of quest adventuring night. Because mostly what you have to do for the quest, those who aren't familiar with it, is you talk to that guy, and honestly, you could probably kind of skip that part to start with. But you go to Rivervale, or right outside Rivervale, I should say, and you get all the material you need to make honey jump. You do the quick honey jump quest that's actually in Rivervale. You talk to this guy. He says he wants a honey jump. You give him that. He gives you a potion. You run the potion back out to West Karana and give it to a guy named Limpek, something like that. He gives you a rusty scythe. You bring the scythe back, hand it back, and then you get the shiny star of light. So, like I said, I was really hoping we were going to have a little something that we could just get a nice easy quest done and get a nice little upgrade done with taking some time and running around. And that kind of sucks because some of these people are kind of okay with me and some people are not. So I don't quite know how that happened, but whatever. So unfortunately, this will be a bit of a wash at the current time. So now the thing we're going to be stuck with is trying to find ourselves a ride back home, because I am not going to stay, I don't think, on this side of the world. I mean, I guess technically we could go mess around in Blackborough. We just need to get a bind somewhere nearby and maybe work on the faction that way. But that is actually, and I hate to sound lazy, it's a bit more of a commitment than I was kind of hoping for, just at least for this quest. Like I was kind of hoping for just to get out here and then kind of get her done, so to speak, where we could just get a pretty spiffy upgrade on our own without having to murder half a Crushbone or camp something forever, because it sounded neat when I found out about it. But apparently they're not too fond of dwarves around these parts. So I think we'll kind of recollect and see what we want to do. Again, I'm very rarely on. I forgot about the little flying saucer thing. It's just the goofiest thing ever. But it's been a very long time since I've kind of been on this side of the world. I know Blackborough is close by. I also know it used to be Train Central. Might be a pretty good spot for us. Don't remember how fast we can get faction, but going apprehensive would also probably take a while. And just working on faction for this thing is not exactly what I was hoping to do, but maybe we'll jump some of that kind of off camera and see what happens. But like I said, unfortunately, this time around, my idea for a spiffy little adventure looks like it's kind of go belly up on me. Like I said, I was apparently we zoning. That's how rarely I'm actually in the cities. I get lost all the time. I've actually never had a character based out of Canyos before. I tend to always be on the other side of the world. I said, unfortunately, we kind of wiped out. Probably not the most thrilling of episodes. But what it does, I guess, give me, like I said, a little time to also address is kind of what kind of adventures that we want to get into here. Maybe I'll jump on the wiki a little bit and kind of look up and see, what else is over here. Is there kind of a streamlined way for us to maybe pick up some faction and, maybe try to get something done while we're over here so it's not a total bust. But I think for now we're going to jump off. Like I said, for the folks jumping in on this one, sorry it's not the most thrilling episode I've ever done. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a little bit something better, but hopefully we're doing some more adventuring next time around. Or if I can catch something quick enough, fast enough, we'll jump onto this one. But like I said, having said all that, I've traveled all the way across the world. We've now visited the city of Canyos, and apparently they're uppity. But until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, even though I don't imagine this one's going to get too many likes, just being fully honest. But all that down below, if you're following along with the challenge, doing the character yourself, don't forget to tell us, what you're doing, how's it going, how many lives do you have left? Because again, we are in fact down to 4. But until next time, guys, we will see you then.